Hi everyone, this is a short practice that you can do to really work on core reintegration, and in particular if you've got any issues with diastasis recti, this is a really good one to do, but we all get that when we have a baby, so it's just useful for everyone regardless of when you are postnatal. So first of all what we're going to do is we're going to use the ball for quite a lot of these. If you don't have a ball, that's okay, you can still do all these exercises without a ball. It just adds a little bit of a layer of challenge and instability in the pelvis, so you have to really work in the deep stabilizers to stay on the ball. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to layer so everything gets a little bit harder as we go along. So what we're going to do here is have the feet planted down on the mat. Inhale, soften through the belly and pelvic floor, deep breaths in. Notice if you can expand through the ribs as well, and then on the exhale, wrap everything in, lift through the pelvic floor, squeeze the ribs together and down, the front body and side body into the midline. And then inhale, exhale, lift and gently push. This is a fairly entry level move where we're just working on a little bit of activation through the lower abdomen. Pushing makes it a little bit more challenging to feel through the lower belly, fire and activate. And then if that feels like, yep, okay, then try and do maybe like another 4 each side. We just want to go nice and slowly with this. Where are we going next after this one? Oh yep, toe taps. Okay, so then let's take one foot and then the other, and this gets, significantly harder pretty quick. The arms can go long by the waist, and then we just toe tap. So we start at tabletop. We don't change the position of the angle of the knee and the heel and the hip. That stays where it is. You just drop the weight of your leg down to the mat and back up. Seeing if you can exhale on the drop, inhale on the return. Because what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to really avoid that doming that you get, where you've got the separation and you can see a little bit of doming through the middle. That means that we're not actively wrapping the core together and down. So what I want you to do is, as you drop the leg, can you squeeze the front body down to the back body? Squeeze the hip bones to the bottom of the ribs and the front down. And if you can't do that yet, that's okay. Just like hold one leg for a second and practice. Inhale, squeeze. Inhale, squeeze. You can really just practice the conscious connection between the mind and the body without doing anything with the limbs. Just working with a little bit of extra weight, and then maybe you inhale, wrap, just with the legs static there, like that. Let's assume you're okay and you want to keep working on layering. Let's sit up, so roll to one side, put the ball behind you, and you're just going to squeeze there. That's a little bit of support, depending on how high-waisted your pants are. Mine are a bit too high, but you might feel the band of your pants pressing into the ball. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, really press the band of your pants into the ball and squeeze the front body in and down. Really, it's like you want to squeeze that six-pack that we all have, regardless of body fat. There's an abdominal muscle there, and we want to reintegrate it. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, sit down and back. It's like a C curve, so a little bit of spinal flexion there. We'll also work a little bit more through protraction and retraction of the scapula in this, so you can squeeze the scapula together on the back body and then move them apart, protract them as you sit back. It's just a nice little added bonus. Sit up, sit back, squeeze front body to back body. Okay, so if that feels like, yep, okay, I get the idea of the C-curve spine and the rollbacks. We're going to put the ball between the knees now and do the same thing. So inhale, sit up, gently squeezing in on the ball. That just activate all the way through the inner thighs. And exhale, roll back. Without the ball to support you, you've got to really squeeze front body to back body to control the C-curve, and then the release from the C-curve, sit up, spinal extension. Squeeze, lift through pelvic floor, spinal flexion, roll back as much as you can control it. Sit up. Sit back. And it's kind of nice to move in this way where we do get some active feedback from the muscles. I can feel that they're working. And it's not so much about feel the burn, just for the sake of it, or to tone the aesthetics of the muscles. It's to feel that conscious connection to the embodiment of what our body can do and where we can direct the mind to actually use the right muscles to support us when we're off the mat. Last one here. Oh, so good. And then the last kind of layer of challenge that we'll work on today is we're going to get rid of the ball. We're going to hold the C-curve. So we'll come back and lift both legs and then extend alternate legs. So kind of just really the same principles apply. I don't want to dome through my belly, I want to squeeze front body to back body. I'm not coming out of the C-curve, so when I inhale it's a little bit more of a sip of air. Two more. Roll back. Arms overhead. Maybe soles of the feet together and just kind of expand and stretch through the waist and release. And hopefully that helps with the core reintegration journey that you're on. And yeah, I'll see you soon.